Oh, New Gaming Order, Mitches and Mitchettes, Juggers and Juggernauts. This is Alex Lexus, the man, the myth, the Juggernaut, hitting you with a head crush. And just wanted to do a reaction video because I have not seen the Dead or Alive 6 trailer. Uh, oh, pardon me, under the weather. Ooh, not feeling too good. But yeah, I've been MIA for a little bit, taking care of a lot of things. Doing a new venture on my other YouTube channel. For those of you who are motorcycle enthusiasts, that channel has been taking off, so that has been getting a lot of my attention. And you know, I will be like I said, we're back to regularly scheduled videos and programs. So I will have something set up for tomorrow night, June 11th. So stay tuned for that. So without further ado, let's run this intro reel. I am the Juggernaut, brought to you by Fullscreen.net. They're our partners. Check them out. Check them out. Oh yeah, let's turn on the reactor. Intro by Michael Hurdle of michaelhurdle.com. Make sure you check him out for your graphic design needs. Alright, gotta get that theme up and running again. Alright, so as I prepare to look into this, I have to say I've been a large fan of Dead or Alive. Shout out to D Mizzle for Rizzle, because he actually turned me on to the series some time back, and I have to say my first experience with Dead or Alive, I think it was Dead or Alive 2. Because I played the first one, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. It was in the arcade, Bloomfield Arcade, some way back in the day. And it was just, I don't know. For me, it started with Dead or Alive 2. And from the Dreamcast era to the arcade, back to the consoles, you know, started from the Dreamcast to the arcade to Xbox, then to the 360 era, and then the Xbox One X. But with that, I mean, I've always felt that this was one of the better 3D fighters because the flow, yeah, you know, there were some mash happy tactics in there, but to negate that, they had the counter system where you could kind of start reading the frames and you stop people from mashing. You had a defensive mechanic that would create a very deep meta game, so to speak, unlike Dragon Ball, because once you're getting beat the hell up, that's it. Like, you're just going for a ride and watching Vegeta Blue combos all day long with wall bounce and stuff. Dead or Alive gave you ways to counter in such a way where it kept your opponent guessing. And I like that. And if you really got good with it, you could have become a defensive powerhouse. I know there was a time where the counter in Dead or Alive was a little too potent. So I believe it was Dead or Alive 4 where they made the middle counter or mid kick counters forward in the free attack as opposed to back and free. As Dead or Alive 3 on the Xbox, where you just had everything like up back free, back free, down back free, countering everything, you know. So with that, this is my first time seeing anything, and I know I'm kind of late to the party. As I said before, the other channel has been getting my attention because I'm still on YouTube, just doing 2 different projects. But let me take a look at this. I hope I don't get like burned on there, but okay. Is that Ayane? You say Hayabusa? It looks like they're doing some of the dramatic stuff. Oh, the stages look pretty good. Wait. Is that Hayate or a new ninja? Let's find out. Oh wow, the stage interaction. What? All right, Kasumi and Helena. All right, it still looks like Dead or Alive. Okay. They still got the crazy stages. Ooh! Oh, hold up. They took something from Fight Night and added that in there. Ooh, Fight Night. That looks more like visceral, like brutal, to say the least. All right, so that's Hayate, who was getting hit in that last frame. So I believe this ninja is something new. Who is that? Probably something pivotal to the story. Possibly the main, the character of focus, like Kokoro was. But nice teaser, I would say, and in the finest tradition of keeping Dead or Alive like speed happy and such. But I didn't see Tina, didn't see Bass in there. You know, Leon and Bayman. Like, you know, we need the other characters, you know, shown. But I want to know who that is. Now I bet you, I hope with the cinematics or the you know dramatic in fighting, I think that they shouldn't go this route. I was a fan of the just keep it simple, silly, or Kiss. You know, where all this extra they're adding, they're just going a little too far with it. You know, now you're treading into Tekken territory. You know, but Jen Lee um, doesn't look. All right, let me stop it here on this stage. There's a lot going on here, and you know, it looks like they're fighting out in the winter or something, and there's like there's just a lot of activity. You know, you have like fully rendered characters in the background, or you know, supporting characters. It's just that looks really good. Yeah, that's definitely a new ninja. Yes, they retain the stage transitions. Dead or Alive has been known to have the best stage transitions of any fighting game. Period. You know, I think they set the foreground or the foundation for that because I like how Dragon Ball Fighters even did it. You know, but considering it's like it completely shifts, you know, where you know you get hit in the middle of a fight in Dragon Ball Fighters, you get that good hit or good teleport, then you see the character flying back or get hit with a super, which is cool. That adds some effect to it, substance to the fight. Now that's cool. So Ryu Hayabusa is getting thrown by a character in the background. So that's adding some life to the environments, which is cool. Now I see his hands are like all lit up. I'm thinking they probably went with a new mechanic like Killer Instinct, which also is adopted by Street Fighter, where you know they got their instinct or variable trigger, and you know I'm just speculating. I don't know anything about the game yet, but this is just me looking at it. Now I want to add something. I noticed the physics with the endowment of the females and just I guess their sex appeal seems to be gone. I'm wondering if they took a different creative direction, like Kasumi and Helena, like they had the jigglies going on. I don't see that here. Like that stood out to me. You see, this is obviously they had the better tagging system for a 3D fighter. I prefer this over Tekken, even though Tekken 7 is a great game or Tekken Tag, interesting series. This I like a lot better. You know, I just felt like it was like the MVC style that which for me, I like that better. It's quick. It's like, okay, boom. But now it looks like they jump in for an attack. So again, this is just what I'm observing because I don't know much yet. I might be wrong, but it looks like, yeah, they're playing it safe with this sexualization of the characters. And so as we draw to a close, ooh, man, I'm gonna leave that frame there. But so far, this looks good. And I thought that we're gonna have a long hiatus for Dead or Alive, um, as a whole, because the way that Dead or Alive, the last iteration, they were doing this farewell thing and all that. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. But the resurgence of fighting games going forward, I'm glad that they're here to stay. And the fact that esports, I'm hearing rumors that esports is going to be a big thing going forward with baking that into the fighters themselves, that esports ready. So I think that'll be cool, but I hope that the mechanics haven't changed too much. You don't want to just rehash a game and just, the same engine, same mechanics. I get it. But as long as it plays like Dead or Alive, which has been the success of Street Fighter, they didn't stray too far from the formula that brought it its fanship. So I'm thinking if you keep Dead or Alive there, then we should be okay, regardless of what they add. Um, so with that, there's something I did want to look at because I did see a couple things. Oh, lo and behold, shout out to Event Hubs. I um I reference their news quite often, so I'm gonna take a look at. And it's funny, I was talking about how they are be going away from the sexualized look of the characters, and here we go. We made conclusions decision to make the characters less sexualized. Dead or Alive 6 director discusses the shift in design philosophy for the team. Thumbs down to that, man. I mean, is it because they're trying to not be caught up in the nonsense of, a very socially sensitive society that we're in? I don't want to get political or anything, but they're just trying to keep their behinds from getting hit by the paddle. Lotus, I'm not even gonna, address it too much, but this has been Alex Lexus, the man, the myth, the juggernaut, hitting you with the head crush. That's my reaction and analysis of the trailer. I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Geeking Out, who's out on assignment. Shout out to Thumb Thrasher Gaming. And for those of you who are, again, into motorcycles, you can check out my Predator motorcycle page, Alex Lexus ZX Ninja. Also to Project from my experience, if you are familiar with relationship podcasts and anything of that sort, um, Noop and I are spearing that project, and make look us up on SoundCloud, iCloud, or iPage, and all that good stuff. There's a lot of mediums that we are out on from my experience, and again, shout out to Geeking Out, who hosted the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection event at the Microsoft Store in Bridgewater. Tentatively, the next event will be Street Fighter 5 on PC. We're trying to bump up the numbers and try to get folks out there. So please rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Newgamingorder.com for the latest and greatest. And make sure you picked up your Comic-Con passes if you did not. Today is June 10th. They are on pre-sale right now. To secure your Friday and Saturday, which New Gaming Order, the team will be out at New York Comic Con. Make sure you secure those. And if you see us, you want to say a couple of words, we'll get you on camera. We're going to have a good time. So, this has been Alex Lexus, hitting you with the head crush. I'm out.